Yeah.
All right. Coach, we'll start with an opening comment, and then we'll open it up to questions.
Hey, great day to be a Mississippi State Bulldog. We got 16 new guys joining the family today. We had 4 come in at mid-semester, obviously, but 16 new guys today that joined us. So really excited about it. And I mean, you look at the consistency of the stuff we've done. I think getting the Gatorade Player of the Year in the state. Getting another parade All-American with Ashton Shumpert being the Gatorade Player of the Year in the state, and another parade All-American this year with Fred Ross coming over from Tyler, Texas, and the top player in the state, and I guess by most people's consensus, and Chris Jones is not the top player in the country. So, pretty exciting day for us. A lot of fun here, and looking forward to getting these guys. Now the next big step, the hard part is waiting. Because you get all excited on signing day. It's like Christmas morning, and then you got to wait until whenever, till they show up on campus. And wait till August practice before we get to get on the field with them. So, but pretty exciting day for us with a lot of good guys that we're really excited about.
Obviously, a lot of drama going on in the media, and also just trying to figure out what Chris Jones is doing these last 2 weeks. I think you said earlier this morning that he told you all along that he was 100% committed. When was the last time you talked to him, and what did he tell you last night?
I talked to him about 12:30 last night. We were driving in. Actually, we were fogged in Starkville, so I had to land in Tupelo coming back from the Thorpe Award last night. And on the drive back, he called me, said, "Coach, ready to go tomorrow morning, all fired up." And, I think it is a lot of drama. I think the media created a lot of drama with Chris. And he learns, as you do. The young kids. Their first time dealing with all this stuff, but like I said, all along he said, "Hey, Coach, I'm coming to be a Bulldog," and I trusted him from day one, and he never wavered on that with me.
So you never had any concerns with the secret visits to Ole Miss and all the stuff he was, all that?
He told me a lot of stuff he was doing.
Sure.
I think I don't know, what was it? There was, people called me on Twitter like it was at the Super Bowl, and right, he was spotted and. He was spotted at the Thorpe Award briefly last night, and spotted all over the place. But he'd always been pretty open with me with everything going on. So.
What do you see from?
Wide receivers class.
Yeah.
You brought in a pretty good group of tall receivers.
Yeah. Adding some size. When you look at the guys coming in, Shelby Christie obviously is a smooth, tall, great athlete. Really good before and after the catch. Coming in, B.J. Hammond with just incredible size. Coming in just the thickness, the big body, plus being a tall receiver. Fred Ross, one of the top receivers in the country, as a parade All-American. Let me see, who am I missing? Oh, Duranye. And then Duranye, who's a big, giant, tall receiver that's, I think he was nominated for the McDonald's All-American basketball game as well. So. When you look at the athleticism at that position and the size at that position, it helps because, with all the receivers we had leaving, those guys are going to have to step in and play right away.
Yeah, how many of those guys do you expect to immediately help? I figure Chappelle with being a junior guy.
Chappelle, obviously, the junior college guys, the guys that get here earlier, obviously have a huge edge on getting on the field first because they get to go through spring practice, and that's all the guys that came in early. But, those guys, I don't know. There's going to be spots open. So, it's until we get them out there to practice, see how fast they pick up the offense, see how fast they adapt to the speed of the Southeastern Conference, to determine who gets on the field first.
We're getting about the addition of Tim Brewster and not only being able to evaluate and develop the relationships with these new receivers, but stretch your arms and brand outside of Mississippi with him.
Yeah, he does. Tim's a great recruiter, and did do a good job. I think all our staff did a great job this year. Within recruiting, but I think one thing Tim brings is being a head coach. It makes my life a little bit easier at times because he knows what I'm going through. He knows the thought process, and sometimes what the head coach is dealing with, and is someone good to keep bouncing ideas off of and being there and help with the recruiting aspect of things.
Going with so many receivers with good size, that's something y'all have, I guess, lacked at that position. Was that a concerted effort for y'all this year?
No, I think, it's just as we're evaluating guys, as we rated our guys, those are the guys that kind of jumped to the forefront that we wanted. And, those are the guys we ended up getting. So, I think we hit a pretty good success rate when we looked at our receivers that we were going after and who we got. So. But I think a lot, looks at the offense, all the records we set offensively throwing the ball this past year, the school records, and And the fact that there's going to be an opportunity to play early really, I'm sure, weighed in on that.
Talking about waiting for guys, you have to now wait a whole year for a guy like Cord Sandberg who's got baseball to consider.
Yeah, you know what? I mean, I think that's, I view that in getting to know Cord and his family, that's a win-win situation. If he goes really high, goes in the first round of the baseball draft, I mean, hey, I'm happy for him, proud of him, and that's a pretty big deal, and some of the financial security that also brings to a family in the long term. I think that's fantastic, and he's such a great kid, and I think it'd be well deserved. And the downside, he doesn't go in the first round of the draft pick. Well, that's a great situation too. He gets to come play quarterback in the Southeastern Conference. So I think with him and all about throughout his recruitment, we kind of knew what was going on. He knew what was going on. We were always very open about it with everything. And as I said, I don't think there's a bad ending to it either way.